Got another lyric I wrote. This one I wrote back in. I started the first three lines in February 17th, 2016, and then I finished the remainder on June 6th of this year, 2019. Goes like this. When you're from the hood, you get too used to people crying while the violins just playing silent. In our silence, we would hear the gunshots firing, depriving life of what would be the finest. And it seems that violence is the only thing that's rising. That should be inspiring, but the sign is of compliance. Well, are we blinded? In our minds, we riot. Outwardly, it's quiet. So relying on these governmental giants to provide, but finding that they spineless. Only fighting us to keep compliance instead of fighting what's defiant. Because these tyrants being brought out for their bias and alliance, we're the only triumph by spreading mindless guidance like a virus. Not the brightest in the slightest, simply pirates. Now they're vying for our psychological confinement. We're not buying the science of this climate. They acting like it's required or like it's our assignment. How could we digest defiance when that ignorance is timeless? See, the time is dire. We should be the pilots guiding every child righteous. Then we sit back and admire the environment, compiling kindness, making little violence into titans. Knowledge is as priceless as the hope of our retirement. So I write this just to share what's on my mind. I hope to keep y'all smiling because the sun will keep on shining, finding all our gems, our children, really finding all our diamonds. One.